this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the the drop ceiling component here. And so we're going to begin by just drawing some faces on this back wall here. And you can see it's going to be a little bit hard to get at a good view of it, but I'm going to go ahead and begin by just drawing a line from the face here, and I'm going to try to bring it up kind of as close to that pink line where that pink line would hit this back wall as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that up here using my blue vertical. Now my crown molding's in the way. I could hide those. Might be a little easier if I did, but then I'm going to come back up here, same thing. And click up here. Again, kind of trying to stick to snapping to that blue axis right there. And I'm going to end it on that edge. Now, the face or the finish on this back wall is going to be the same as the drop ceiling, and we have to push pull it just a little bit. But before I do that, I want to take a measurement, because this piece, imagine it's like a veneer of some kind, and it's going to be sticking flush to that wall, but it's actually got to be it's got to actually sit on top of the baseboards. So what I have to do is just take a quick measurement of the thickness of that top panel of the baseboard to make sure that I don't extrude it too far. So the very top of that baseboard is 1 inch thick. So I'm going to go ahead now and push pull. I'm going to grab this out and I'm going to just pull it a 1/2 inch. Okay, and so now it's sticking out just a little bit. Okay, you can see it right there. All right, now what I have to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop my ceiling here. Now, remember, it comes down 2 feet. Remember? Or pardon me, no, it's only 1 foot. So 1 foot for that drop ceiling down. And we're going to bring it over again on that red axis here. And then we're going to push pull it all the way across the room like this. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily matter where we stop it, because we're not going to see that part in our perspective. But now we can see in our 1-point perspective, we've got a kind of a cool drop ceiling feature that's happening right here. And it's aligned with that side wall treatment as well. So that looks really, really good. Now that we've got that drawn, I'm going to place the pendant light here. And remember, I want to center it over the table. Now, in order to place my pendant light, of course, I'm going to need to figure out the center of that drop ceiling. And so in order to do that, I'm going to do it by figuring out the diagonals and then figuring out their intersection points. So you can see there's the center of my ceiling right here. Now, I want to place a pendant light there. Now, there's a couple of ways to do it. You certainly could try to stick it there. We could try that first. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to flip the model upside down, because that's how I practiced it before. But I'm going to go to my 3D warehouse, and I've searched drum pendant. We'll go ahead and put this one in. And you can see here, my pendant light's kind of coming in, and it's not really exactly sure where it's going to stick. I'm going to pop it in right there, and then I'm going to bring it down. So I'm going to grab this corner right here and pull it down on the blue axis. Okay. And so we've got our pendant light right there. You can see it in our dining room. Let me go ahead and change our orbit just a little bit. You can see that. And then what I'm going to do now is I'll create that rug real quick too while we're at it. And it's going to be pretty simple as well. I bet you can guess. I'm just going to draw myself a rectangle right here. And I'm going to push pull it up just like, oh gosh, 1/2 inch. Okay. And then you can see all of my chairs are now, and my table are now sitting in the rug. So all I've got to do is just grab them one by one and move them up. You can see here, it'll kind of snap to, it might snap up here. I could just grab it just like that, just till I can see the feet. See, so I can grab this too, click it, grab any point on it, and pull it just up that blue axis just until I can see the feet. And see, it's going to settle it right on the face of that carpet. Okay? We got to get it moving up. Move it just up till you can see the feet. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to just make sure that all my chairs and my tables, everything is sitting on that rug. You can see I've got baseboards, crown molding, casing around the window. My drop ceiling looks beautiful. My wall finish here looks great. I've got every element here pretty much designed. And let's take a look at our perspectives. So there's our 1-point perspective. And there's our 2-point perspective, just like that. So what I'm going to do now is pause for the minute, and then we're going to export these videos next.